This is Wolf Stir-Fry. My name's Chris, and this is issues 1 to 6 of the Age of Sigmar StormBringer. So, we've got those there. This is StormBringer, the new Warhammer Age of Sigmar subscription magazine. I've got the first 6 here. It was basically first off, the first 2 would come out, and then 4 after that would be your next delivery. However, mine got delayed, so basically I got 6 in one go, which is kind of cool. I kind of like it. It's good. And the great thing is I can see exactly what I've got here and then how it's going along. First off, great shout out to Hatchet Partworks, who are the people who produce this and send it out. Their customer service has been absolutely fantastic, so I'm very pleased with those guys. Awesome stuff. Right, so let's get into this, shall we? Right. So, what you're getting in issue 1 is, you got your mini, obviously. So here we have a Gut Ripper boss. Oh, nice stand there. Look at the stand, pretty cool. A Stab Grot, which is the little guy, and you've got, I think they're called a Praetor, something like that, which is your Stormcast Eternal, kind of, I don't know, Channeler, Wizard, whatever they might be. So it's kind of cool, but if you've got any of the Dominion box sets, any of those kind of starter sets for Age of Sigmar, you'll have seen all of these kind of things before. So pretty good though. Yeah, $2.99 for the first issue, great value, get 3 minis, great, I like it. So this is your introduction into Age of Sigmar. So what we've got here basically is starting off, probably a lot of lore. I've not run through it yet, but yeah, bit of lore, bit of backstory on basically where we've come from in Age of Sigmar. There you go, really good art actually, great artwork. And of course you've got some sort of basic starters on character traits, and I'm sure it's going to move into kind of, you know, how to roll and stuff like that. Oh, this is kind of cool. Name generator, good. And obviously the how to build area as well. These arrived as well in the pack, so I got a freebie, which is quite nice. So $2.99 and all that sort of stuff, so pretty good. Painting guide as well. Depends how you want to go with Stormcast Eternals. A lot of people will go with the standard Retributor armor type of finish. I kind of like to mix it up a little bit, have some different kind of armors. But yeah, you do what you want. And there we go, all good. Painting guide. Right, so that is that. Yeah, all very cool. Yeah, we've got a little bit of the attack and defend, which is kind of cool. Right. This, now actually better interpretation here is, there we go, this sheet here. This is quite good. This tells us basically what we're getting in the coming months, all these different armies here. So if you can't quite make out what these are, don't worry, because basically we've got like a list of what they are. So in the Cruel Boys list, we basically got the Swamp Boss, all that sort of stuff. You got the Killer Boss with Stab Grot, which is that guy there. You've got all the Gut Rippers, a unit of Hobgrot, Slitters, all these kind of things. The Manskjør, Bolter Boys, they're pretty good. And if you look at the bottom here, you've got the Cunning Crew, which is from Warhammer Underworlds. So they're now including Warhammer Underworlds minis, which is absolutely fantastic. I like that. With the Stormcast, you're getting Xandria's Truth Seekers, which again was Underworlds, and obviously Iron Jaws. There we go. And we've got Gleam Spike Gits, which is pretty much one of my favourite. Love it. A lot of fun with the Gleam Spike Gits. Very cool. So on here, it doesn't show the terrain that you get, but it shows everything else. This is the standard one as well. It's not your Premier subscription edition, which basically you will get a few more bits with, and things like mugs as well. I've not gone for that. I've just gone for the $8.99 basic one. So there you go. But yeah, you're getting quite a lot, which is quite cool. I mean, to be brutally honest, I'll probably skip a few of the ones. You know, I don't really need that many, you know, Hobgrot, Slitters and stuff like that, really. But yeah, you can pick and choose, which is quite cool. Partworks are really, really good with that sort of thing, so don't worry about it. So yeah, that basically gives us a rundown of what we're going to get. Karandron Overlords as well, Sylvaneth, which is kind of cool. Not got any Sylvaneth, so I'm looking forward to that. Pretty cool stuff. So yeah. Basically, with the Warhammer Underworld stuff, I think I heard somewhere there's possibly a new kind of starter edition of Warcry coming out, something like that, which is going to use a lot more of the smaller teams, like a basically sort of condensed points teams, I guess, and that's going to work out really well for those. Because one of the things I'm using this this subscription for is for Warcry. Most of these you'll be able to get a warband out of straight out the gate, really. Yeah, you can download the rules and the stats for free on the Warhammer community website. And there you go, you're good to start. This is like a big old pull-out poster, basically, Age of Sigmar, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, this, oh, okay, kind of cool. It's very nice. Not sure where that's going to go, but we shall see. But yeah, you get quite a bit for your first $2.99 edition. This I was quite surprised with. It's still just a regular paper map, but it's actually quite heavy gauge papers, which is quite cool. So that's going to work out quite nicely. Righty, so we're going to move on to issue number 2. So here we go, this is issue number 2, which is cool. And you get 10 of the Orc Gut Rippers, which are actually really nice minis, to be honest. I quite like them. Yeah, kind of cool. So let's have a look at here. I imagine this is kind of more the same. So again, Mortal Realms, blah-de-blah-de-blah. Grand Alliance Order, so I guess this will basically be just a good sort of intro into destruction, order, chaos, and death, and all that sort of stuff as we go along through the months. So that's the Cruel Boy Gut Rippers. Again, I got a little name generator there. The shields. These are all kind of cool. I mean, you don't have to use these in Age of Sigmar. If you're doing like D&D and stuff like that, these are great little orcs, and you get 10 in a pack there for basically, well, what would normally be $8.99, but you get this one if you subscribe. You get the second one free, which is kind of cool. So this is completely free for me, which is kind of cool. Construction there, which is good. Yeah, again, as we were looking at before, just a little bit further down the line when it comes to the basic sort of setup of the game, and the attacking and defending and the stabbing and the shields and all that sort of stuff. Again, we're having this, there we go, a little bit of terrain at the top there, so we'll get something. I'm not sure how that's going to look, but you know, we'll have to wait and see. Kind of good. So let's have a quick look at these Gut Rippers. One thing I did notice, knocking the camera over there, is basically I've only got 8, yeah, just 8 bases, and there's 10 of them, so I mean, I'm not too bossed about that. I've probably got a few bases lying around. I suppose I could talk to Partworks about it, but to be honest, I'm not that bothered. But yeah, these are kind of cool. Good bit of detail. The shields are really, really nice, and I do like the way they go together as well. These are, yeah, these all push fit as well, so that's kind of cool. Pretty good stuff. I like it. I like it. Right, that is issue number 2. Quickly gone through there. I'm going to get into issue number 3 now. Righty, so issue number 3. So this is the first one that comes out at the full price of $8.99. So you actually, you're starting the collection here now. Nicely, we've got all 5 bases there, so that's all good. Okay, so what we've got here in this is 5 Stormcast Vindicators, which is your kind of standard sort of Stormcast troop here. Again, like I was saying before, putting these together in a warband for Warcry is absolutely easy as, really. You've got your Creator Leader, that's going to be about 240 points, I think, something like that. I don't know off the top of my head. And these ones will be, I don't know, maybe 150 each, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. But yeah, with that, you're going to quite easily get up to your 1,000 point limit, and there you go. Really cool. And they're really kind of, the good thing about these is they're kind of quite chunky, so as far as learning to paint or putting these together, it's actually dead easy. You've got a lot of sort of large surface area, so we say, so you can practice with paint schemes and get a really nice finish as well. You don't have to go with the Retributor armour and the blue, you can just use something else if you want to. So kind of cool, I like it. So what, yeah, that's quite cool. What you can actually do, you actually have sort of regular open face helmets type of thing. You don't have to use this closed bronze face. You can actually use regular heads on these, so that's kind of cool. I like that. Nice. So they'll be quite easy to put together as well. Now the book, let's see what we got. It's a book magazine. In this we have Realm of Beasts, a little bit more of the same. There we go. Monsters of Gur. Okay. So we're all very familiar with Gur now over the last few months, I think. Stormcast Vindicators tells you a little bit about them, which is quite cool. I mean, it's quite a nice idea, the whole Stormcast sort of thing, where they kind of get reconstituted into their armour and all that sort of stuff. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I like it. And again, yeah, how to build. You shouldn't really need this, to be honest. It's dead easy. But, you know, why not? Okay, so now we're getting a bit more of the rules here. If you've noticed a lot of these, by the way, you've got little punch holes here. So at some point there is a binder that they will ask you if you want. But you could just put them in a regular binder or just, you know, stack them. Doesn't matter, does it? Here we go. Again, more about the rules. Yeah, cool. Border skirmish. So basically it just breaks it down into easy chunks to get through, which is quite cool. Knight Arcanum, yeah, that's called, not Prota. I got that all wrong. Oh well. But like I say, if you have that as the head of your warband, then you've got the Vindicators. You're good. You're good. There we are. Killer Boss, Cruel Boys. Yeah, more of the same. So here we go. We'll get these on the back of every issue of what's coming next. So paints. So that's what you might call the dud issue. A lot of people do because they, yeah, obviously we all have most of these colours anyway. You get the brush as well, which we'll see in a minute. But this is kind of cool. With issue 5, we've got a mini that I've not seen before, so that's kind of good. Alrighty, let's get to issue number 4. Alrighty, so here we are. Issue number 4. Not much as far as the freebies are concerned, to be honest. I mean, one of these brushes there, I don't know, use it for mixing, I say. As far as brushes go, you can kind of, you can spend $1.99 at an art shop and get 4 brushes that are 10 times better than this, to be honest. And I'm not joking, I did that the other day and got some art brushes, like this one here. This was in a pack of 4 for $1.99, and these are really nice, they're really cool. So always shop around for your stuff. But I think everyone knows that the basic brush that you get is not up to scratch. But there you go, that's just my opinion anyway. Right, paints we have Cantor Blue, always good if you're doing your Stormcast. Auric Flash, which I think we've all got about 5 of these, which are really good. We've got Retributor Armour, which is just always being used. And Lead Belcher, which again is another one of those things that basically you can't have too much of this, which is great. So they're all, you know, standard colours. I like that. So what do we got in our magazine? So again, a little bit more lore here. Now, the Caradron Explorers, blah blah blah. So this is going to sort of bring in the backstory of kind of a lot of the other things that we're going to be seeing later down the line. Yeah, bit of a how to paint guide. It's quite nice. Very cool. So I mean, it's always good to read through these things. You never know, might get a few tips. All good. So yeah, this is basically just your how to paint a Stormcaster journal. I mean, you obviously you don't have to follow the paint scheme, but you know, might be nice if you did. Who knows? Same with the gut rippers as well. You can just do any different sort of paint scheme with those, or just paint one colour like these guys have done and do that. But that's a bit boring. We're not in the hobby for that, are we? So yeah, not much going on with this episode, this issue. But you know, you're always gonna get in a subscription 1 or 2 that are gonna be a little bit duds. So you know, like I say, with Hatchet Partworks being as good as they are, you can pause your subscription for a little while if you think the next one's gonna be a little bit pants, and you know, wait for the good ones, which is always cool. Okay, let's get to issue number 5. So issue number 5, we have look at Praetor. That's where I got it from. So that's the Praetor Prime. So tiny little sprue, tiny wee sprue, but it's kind of cool. I like it. Yeah. Do like collects like this. You can get quite a nice sort of bit of texture there. Very nice. Always good to play around with. And a whopping great big halberd. Yeah, kind of cool. Yeah. Pleased with that. I've not had one of these before. Most of the other ones I've had at least 1 or 2 of them before, but this I haven't, so that's kind of cool. Always good to have a new sprue. We have 6 dice. There we go. We got 6 dice in the first one as well with the mat. You know, dead dice. What can I say? We've all got 100 of them. Yay, critical. Woo. And I've got me stand in that one. There we go. Right. So actually, what's this? Got that there, and this is a separate bit here. Ah, okay. So just another bit of a bump about the Destroyers of the Mortal Realms. Interesting. So there you go, more stuff coming in. Of course, on this side you've got Defenders, so yeah, you're looking at good guy, bad guy. Pretty cool. These will be interesting when they turn up, actually. These are probably going to be right at the end of the run, these dragons, I reckon. I think they are part of it, I seem to remember. But yeah, all good. And I think this tower here is part of the terrain you get. I don't know. I could be talking out my pants. There we go. Anyway, nice bit of paint in there, I've got to say. Right. So in issue 5, what do we have? We have, yeah, again, more Stormcast journals, backstory, all that sort of stuff, which is great. Yeah, I'm going to read it. I'm going to get into this. But like I say, I never really thought, right, I'm going to get it so I can get into Age of Sigmar. I'm getting it for mainly the minis, so I'm going to be doing a lot of Warcry with them. But also, you know, why not? Why not start a bit of Age of Sigmar? It's looking good. And there's also some brilliant warbands for it as well, which is great. Warbands armies. Using the wrong game now. So at the bottom there, we've got Khorne, Zeeth, Nurgle, Slaanesh, and the Great Horned Rat. This is all the Chaos factions, which is cool. Skaven, I really like Skaven, but I don't think there's any in this run, to be honest. I've not seen any, but it would be nice if they put a few Skaven in there. Well, I say, I mean, this could be subject to change as well. I noticed in Imperium they've added a few more issues on the end, so everyone's going to get a few more little choice minis there, which is great, and the same thing might happen with this. Good. So yeah, oh, here we got our War Scrolls for the Killer Boss Gut Rippers and that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's kind of going to be quite nice to learn this just at a very sort of slow pace, kind of chunking it down into one issue after the other. Right, so that's 5, and let's check out 6. So issue 6, the final one at the moment, is going to be 10 Hobgrot Slitters. What choice names they have, fantastic. I can see these right out the gate are going to be a little bit fiddly to put together and sort out, but you know, it's another little warband, isn't it? Which is quite cool. Never had any of these before either, so that'll be quite interesting. But you know, kind of cool. Quite like that kind of sword there, that's pretty groovy. Very good. And again, the details pretty damn good with these. I like them. Sort of like a continuation of your orcs, really. Cool, there we go. And we've got another one there. This one's got, sprue's got basically the war banners on, and some strange bit of curly hair plastic. I don't know what's going on with that. Ooh. I think that's actually a piece of plastic, it's not someone's hair that got caught in the back. Yeah, there we go. Very weird. But kind of cool, I like it. Oh my god, the mountain of grey is piling up, isn't it? There we go. So, I've got all the bases with that one as well, so yeah, it's not a regular thing that you miss bases, so don't worry about it. So, here we go. I'll give you a little bit sort of rundown of ranged warfare in this one, which is quite cool. So if we look at this, cunning but brutal, okay. So this is going to be all about orcs, I guess. And trolls, it seems. Or ogres, rather, my mistake. So Hobgrot Slitters, all there. So a slightly different colour scheme than your Cruel Boys. I'm not entirely sure about the lore behind the Hobgrot Slitters, but I will read up and find out. So there we are. And then we get a how to build guide, as you find with all of these sort of things here. Yeah, I mean, it looks a lot simpler than I thought, actually, to be honest. I thought it was going to be very fiddly indeed, but these look to be fairly easy to put together, which is kind of cool. And again, you've got your how to paint, which I'd say is entirely up to you. Pretty cool. I like it. There we go. And it's always good to have another little army around as well. So here we go. We've got basically the phase of shooting combat. I have no idea how that works. I do in Warcry and Kill Team, but not in this. But yeah, we will find out. All good. And you've got your war scrolls there as well. What are they using? Scrap grenades. I have no idea what that's about, but we'll find out. So again, more war scrolls here for the Creator Prime. Vindicators, Killer Boss, Gut Rippers, Hobgrot Slitters. I can't say that. Hobgrot Slitters. Awesome. There we are. Yes, and on the back of this issue tells us what we'll get in the next two. So the next 7, 8, obviously 7, 8, 9 and 10 will all arrive in the same delivery, which is pretty damn good. Now I've heard that issue 10 is actually the Stormcast from Underworld, so you get those, I think it's like 3 guys and a bird or something like that. As in 3 guys and a feathery bird. I wasn't being sexist there. Basically, so you'll get that set in, I think, the 10th one, I believe. This one here, this is a mini I'd had before, the Lord Imperator. It's kind of cool though. It's a good mini to paint. Really, really nice lines on it. And again, the dud issue of another couple of pots of paint. So no worries, but still good. Core XY. That goes pretty chunky pretty quickly. So it's always nice to have more of it. Okay, so that is 1 to 6 of Stormbringer. Like I say, I'm quite impressed with it. There's a lot of good value there, to be honest. Will I be getting every single issue rather? Not too sure, but we'll see. Now that's kind of all for today, so please like and subscribe. Any comments, please put in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one, guys.